Now we'd like to welcome board member Tony Roisman to the podium to present this year's Alan and Nan King Award. Here he comes. While Tony's walking thoughtfully up here, how many folks are enjoying the food today? Isn't it wonderful? Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Well, this is about the nicest thing I can get to do. You've heard all of this about the co-op, and you know that it's a sound business, and it's well run, and it has great people. But the most important thing that makes the co-op a unique place, the place where we all want to shop, is that it's cooperative. And cooperative means being part of a community. And Alan and Nan King, who were two of the early founders of this co-op, exemplified both in their dedication to the co-op and in their dedication to this community the values that the co-op really stands for. Helping others, reaching out, basically treating your community as your family. And so the Alan and Nan King Award is given each year to someone who best exemplifies that. And this year's winner, Michael Whitman, this is not a secret thing, he knew this ahead of time. I've known Michael, I guess the first time I met Michael was sort of static. The first day that I shopped at the co-op, I met Michael in two ways. Number one, his name was on a little piece of wood that divided my groceries from everybody else's groceries. And I learned subsequently that Michael, in his shop, had made these and given them to the co-op. They're quite beautiful. And you know, if you've seen them in the store, they're a real improvement over plastic and sort of add to the experience. The second way I met Michael was he bagged my groceries. Now, I thought, well, that's interesting. Here's obviously a laborer who is working as a bagger and also has a wood shop. And then I learned later, because Michael happens to live in the town I first lived in, Lyme, that he was actually doing all of this as a volunteer, as part of the community, as helping his family. And Michael has been doing that for a very long time. Now, I have a long list of things here that he has done. I also, by the way, have my recipes. I'm going shopping afterwards. And I'm not going to go through all of them because we're supposed to be out of here by noon. But some of the things that Michael has done, and the variety of them, makes you wonder, where does the man find the time? He invented and created a do-it-yourself auto repair business for people who wanted to learn how to repair their VW Beetle, that little old Beetle, the kind that is repairable by the average person back before you had all of the fancy computers and things that we have on our cars. And I can tell you, I had a friend who actually did this. He bought a Porsche that was no longer operational but had a good motor in it. And he would take that Porsche motor and put it into his VW, which had a good body, and drive it around. You couldn't possibly do that with today's cars. He was the chairman of the Lyme School Board. Anybody here who has been involved with a school board knows that there isn't any job that is more difficult and more thankless than running a school board. Michael did that. He was a volunteer teacher. He became the head umpire for the Little League. It's remarkable the man is still standing. He did a 3-volume CD musical entitled Before Their Time, a dedication to and help people to deal with the tragedy of losing people unexpectedly and at an early age. And He's been helping people in this community since the moment he stepped foot in Lyme, New Hampshire. So it's with a great deal of pleasure that we present him with the Nan and Alan King Community Award this year. The award includes a plaque, which Michael can put up in his shop, a check, which is given to Michael to give to the charity of his choice, and Michael's going to tell you about that. And this bag to help him with bagging groceries. Michael?
Thank you so much. I'm just so grateful, flattered. I've loved working at the co-op for the last 9 or so years. It was actually the first thing I did after I retired from Hypertherm, was to come down and apply for a job as a bagger. Always wanted to bag. And it's been a wonderful experience. It is a unique company, institution, and I thank all of you for being co-op members and employees and enthusiasts, and long live the co-op. Thank you.
Wow. The Alan and Nan King Award is a great tradition here, and there couldn't be a more appropriate recipient than Michael today. It's great to see him up here.